that you use in Duolingo is wrong, and in this video, I will tell you why. Boom, we're trying for hooks. We got a hook. See if that works. So in today's lesson, lesson 2 for Turkish, we are covering adjective placement, and this is an easier lesson. We're not getting into the nitty-gritty of the grammar just yet, but for adjectives, you just have to remember that the adjectives comes before the noun, like English. And it gets tricky a little bit later when you introduce bir, which means a, but for now, it's pretty easy. Just big car, right? Small child, right? So we'll cover the vocabulary for today, which is uzun, which is long, gun, which means day, kısa, which means short, soğuk, which means cold, sıcak, which means hot, çay, which means tea, küçük, which means small, and büyük, which means big. And pardon any pronunciation issues, but learning alongside everybody else. So in order to say, so we have uzun and gun, right? Uzun long, gun day. And I believe, unless I'm not mistaken, you could just say uzun gun, long day. And again, later for tomorrow's lesson, we're going to probably go into uzun bir gun, a long day. But for now, that's all you have to remember. You have learned the word for woman and child, which woman is kadın and child is çocuk. So if you wanted to say a short child, you would say kısa çocuk, short woman. Kısa kadın. Çay, tea, right? If you wanted to have hot tea, sıcak çay. If you want to have cold tea, soğuk çay. Right? This lesson is pretty straightforward. Let me stutter. But that's all you have to remember for that. Now, as terms of Duolingo, and this is something that I've thought about a lot, but I'm probably going to introduce this idea in a couple of other lessons because it is something that I think about a lot because Duolingo has helped me for a lot of different languages to get that first leg up, is that Duolingo gets criticized because they give you these kind of out of nowhere sentences that you aren't really going to use in real life, right? Thinking of like the parrot drinks water or something. I don't know. The thing is that yes, you're correct. You will not use that sentence in real life. However, what Duolingo is doing is introducing you essentially layouts for sentences or formatting sentences. They're introducing you to a tiny bit of grammar. And Duolingo has tons of problems. Like the Turkish course for Duolingo is awful, right? Fix it, please. Or the Arabic course, awful. Oh, in Duolingo, please, Farsi, Dari, please, in Urdu. But anyway, so that's the issue with Duolingo. So essentially, when you get a sentence like "the parrot drinks water," yeah, you aren't going to use that sentence, but they're introducing you to the animal drinks. It drinks water. So in your head, you shouldn't think to yourself like, "Oh my God, I'm never going to use this sentence." What you should do is actively be analytical about what you're learning. So like rather than just treating Duolingo as a game, you look at that sentence and be like, all right, the parrot drinks water. What else drinks water? Because now I know it drinks, or he drinks, she drinks, it drinks. So let me think. All right, the woman drinks water. The man drinks water. And you should just be visualizing this, saying this out loud until you have that idea cemented in your head, right? Maybe you know another word. So now you learned parrot and you learned water. You should be thinking but you know another verb. So well, it's hard for water, but maybe you learned like plays with. Then you should go parrot, water. All right, the parrot plays with water. That's a weird example, but I think you get my drift. So you shouldn't treat Duolingo. I know it's gamified, and that's how they make their money, and that's how they get people addicted. But really, you should take a step back, really say the words out loud, reflect on the words that you're using, and the structures that you're using, and really internalize each exercise rather than just going rapid fire throughout the course. Does that make sense? So that's my tip for Duolingo, because it is a great source when you use it properly. When you use it like I say you should use it, because Duolingo, again, they want to make their money. They treat it as a game. So that's my tip for Duolingo for now. I'll most likely elaborate it on future videos. There you go.